So good afternoon, or good morning, good because it's morning here, and good afternoon or good evening to everyone wherever you are in the world right now. And welcome to Luntiang Agama, Natural Divine Art Shrine of Healing. So to begin with, I just want to introduce what is Luntiang Agama about. Actually, Luntiang Agama is a religious organization that was incorporated on 2012, which aims to promote the indigenous spiritual belief and practices in our country. Some people say that Luntiang Agama is where or are a reconstructionist church, no, trying to reconstruct the old religion. Pero on our belief, no, we disagree that we are an reconstructionist because historically, no, there has never been a church that been established in honoring our ancestors. Although the indigenous spirituality has been deeply inculcated already among our indigenous people, but up to now, no, even our indigenous people were not able to establish as a church, no. So when you are going to apply to a certain legal documents like police clearance, they will ask your religion, and Anituhan was not included on the list, except the dominant modern religion. So as when you apply passport, there are no options of telling that you are an indigenous spirituality following the religion. So actually, there are so many attempts. No, there are so many attempts of reviving or establishing the indigenous spirituality, or by establishing or creating, constructing the Templo of the Diwata or Temple of the Diwata. And it happened long ago during the time of Babaylan Tablot, during 1620, 21 or 1621 to 1622. Actually, it was Datu Bangkao who was uh, uh, initiated to reconstruct the Temple of the Dewata. But due to the revolution against the Spain, no, the dream of establishing the Temple of the Dewata was not manifested, no, because he was killed together with all the Babaylans, no, during those time. And according to history, there are 80 Babaylan that been beheaded because of the resistance against the Spanish rule. So during the time of the Katipuneros, the revolutionaries, no, those Katipuneros intended to revive the indigenous folk spirituality, the belief in our Anito, Diwata, and Encanto, but they failed again to establish it due to they decided to prepare for a war against the American occupation during the time of American occupation. Because on 1901, no, parang nagkaroon, we have this transition of power from Spanish. We have declared our independence on 1898. Then during those time, it's a young government. Then we struggle. Then Americans are claiming us, no, and you know that we are influenced by the American. So instead of establishing our religion, they prepare for war against the American. So that's what happened. So unfortunately, there is no temple of the Dewata as a religion in the Philippines. But luckily, on 2012, no, on 2012, we have established Luntiang Agama. So and now in the present generation, after 390 years, from 1622 to 2012, we have finally established a small shrine for the Dewata that people may come and learn the old ways and enjoy the freedom of being a magiting or brave people as it has been described in our national anthem. So people are trying to call us Filipino. So this is a name given to us by our colonizer. And right now, if you could hear some Filipinos that they don't want to name themselves as Filipino, but instead they have this alternative name for us to be called as Maharlika, no? But Maharlika is not also our name. It is a borrowed name from the Srivijaya Empire. So it is a Hindu Buddhist, no? So we don't want, for me personally, no, or Lunti ang Agama, don't want to be identified as Maharlika because it is still an identity given by foreigner, no, by colonizer or by the influencer. Although all of us has this blood of Indian or whatever blood that we have, especially in America, parang what I see there, you have this privilege of having a DNA so that you could have this 5% Filipino, American, etc., etc., no? Almost the United Nations dwells in us through that DNA, no? But for me, no, I rather called ourselves, our nationality, as Magiting, since the word Magiting was prescribed in our own national anthem that been written by us to have our identity and the land, the Philippines, instead of calling Philippines, no, according to our national anthem, it was called as Pearl of the Orient, no? Perlas ng Silanganan. And those people who live on the Pearl of the Orient are called Magiting or brave people. So I know there is Magiting in every one of you. There is braveness. There is nobility within us. And that is what we are going to claim right now.